Well, good morning, nerds. Well, morning for me. I just woke up like 8. I'm a little late to jump on the bandwagon here. I noticed there was a Dragon Ball Super movie preview. I know, I've been under a fucking rock. Whatever. Fuck off. I noticed it last night, and I didn't get around to checking it out. I was just tired after work. So, here we are. We're gonna check it out right now. Let's hope it doesn't suck. Okay, so we definitely got some 3D animation kind of going into this as well, which I knew a little bit about, but interesting. I saw a frame shot of that new character, but that must have been that Broly scene I keep fucking seeing everybody talk about too. Gonna have to rewind that a little bit. Okay, so that's where it cuts off. Let's kind of jump back into some shit and see what we may have missed here. Don't really need a lot of audio for this part, so I'm just gonna turn that down. Okay, so we got Homeboy here. Obviously we have the bad guy henchman. I don't know. You can just tell from the brow. I mean, look at that. Look at that brow. That's just not a good look. And then you got Homeboy fucking with the little, what is that, little toy on the dash there? Aw. So he's talking to him. Looks like they're planning some kind of nefarious shit. But look on that jacket. Well, little red ribbon action. Okay. A new organization. Blah, blah, blah. So down at the bottom here. Oh, cursor's in the way. That's fucking dope. The new character, the new guy. Got a blue cape and a red cape at the bottom there, right underneath Goku's picture. So maybe they're androids, maybe they're just new workers for Red Ribbon Army or something. That's got to be the new guy I saw, except he had a blue cape. I didn't know there was one with the red cape. And I'm pretty sure he only had 2 fins. Red cape guy seems to have 1. I haven't done a lot of research on this new movie coming out, so my bad if I'm saying a bunch of very obvious shit. It goes through Goku. We got Vegeta in the pink shirt. So I'm wondering, was this like Android Saga Vegeta they took this picture from? Because, yeah, that's definitely old school. We got the badass in town. I love it. And then we also have, I think it was Majin Buu. Okay. So Majin Buu. If it's anything maybe like the Android Saga, you know, you had Jiro with those little, I don't know, robot fly things that were following them around throughout their life, sampling their data and all that bullshit. Ooh, homie's eating Oreos. All right. Regardless of what this guy's doing in this movie, I fucking respect that snack game. Props. Gotta represent, you know, there's that red ribbon mug, probably at the local Red Ribbon Starbucks when you go into the facility. They're everywhere. Got a plane. All right, big flex. Cool, cool, cool. Now, this is where shit's going to get interesting as well. So there's the new guy. I'm assuming red cape dude must have been number 1. So number 2 is here. Okay, obviously, yeah, Red Ribbon Army on his shoulder there. This is the part that kind of intrigued me. I wanted to see it in slower motion. Or wait, no, this is the pan part. Also, just going to throw this out there. I think the most evident thing right off the bat is this animation style. It's a lot of 3D for sure. A lot of animation through that means. Maybe a little more so than I would like. But this looks really good too. I'm a big fan of this. So if they are just culminating the two together, I'm not super mad at it. Back at it. This animation looks really good. I gotta be honest. I like this. I'm glad they're going in that direction. And then we get this transition. See, this doesn't look terrible. I know it's kind of got the video gamey look to it, but honestly, it's not that bad. Last one, the Broly movie, where they go, I don't know, where shit goes like 3D for a minute and Gogeta and Broly are going at it, and they're just like, what the fuck's going on? That animation did look a little wonky. Like, everybody just looked really puffy and bulky. By comparison, I don't think this looks quite like that. Not that the animation was bad in that part, but it was, I don't know if it sat well with me. I'm picky. This is this part I wanted to break down a little bit more. So we have all of these lasers coming about, and then Piccolo, he's got a chunk of the top of this rocky formation broken out. You can just kind of see under here. Yeah, it looks like he just busted off a piece of it and he's just levitating it. I'm assuming as a form of practice, which makes sense. Dude's shooting some shit at him. I'm just gonna assume it's number 2 or 1 or one of those red ribbon dudes. And we get this. Cool. Nice little zoom in, which the animation doesn't look bad here either. Doesn't look super 3D-ish. A little bit maybe with some shading, but I mean, all in all, I think it looks pretty good. Okay, so this is kind of what I wanted to see. It does look like this is sort of the same scene, so you still have that same piece of the rocky formation that Piccolo was levitating prior, and then the explosion happens. I mean, at least it looks that way. I mean, there's no lasers around him or anything, but it's definitely, it looks to be the same sort of scenery. The rocky area. It looks like Majin Buu's house right here in the bottom left corner as well. So kind of interested to see what's going on there. Also realizing how fucking bright my TV is. Wow, my bad about that. Okay. See, this animation looks good too. I'm glad to see there's not quite as much 3D computer animation as I was expecting in the trailer. Alright, this is the shit that I've been seeing everywhere. See, this looks a little funny. I'm not gonna lie about this part. It doesn't look terrible, but it does look very video gamey. And I'm not sure how I feel about that part, but it's not the worst. Ah, there's our boy. And yeah, that's definitely fucking Broly. Just that one frame, huh? Alright, well. Got number 2 again, and this looks to be based on like the small little spots you can see the terrain, rocky area. This looks to be a lot like the explosion spot that happened before, so it would make sense to assume that this part took place right after the fireballs attacking Piccolo and explosion scene. So just gotta assume that this was the guy that threw the fireballs at Piccolo, which, let's be honest, the trailer kind of makes it look that way anyway, so not much of a stretch there. And then we have more Piccolo, which I'm happy to see. Not a lot as far as visualization. You kind of just get a really big close-up. So the animation doesn't look terrible. It looks all right here. Okay. And that's pretty much it. All right, well, let's break shit down a little bit more, huh? Okay, well, now that we've had some time to analyze some shit, first impressions. As a fucking Dragon Ball fan, anytime I see Dragon Ball shit being made, my nipples get hard, you know? So, it doesn't take much. I know, I'm an easy bitch. What can I say? I thought it looked good. There were certain spots for sure that looked a little wonky, but I gotta be honest, there was even spots in Dragon Ball Broly, Dragon Ball Super Broly. I believe it was the Gogeta and the Broly scene when they like clash and dimensional rift shit happens. I don't know. It got like a crazy background. That shit looked a little wonky to me, and that's what I was thinking they were gonna do, which I wasn't a huge fan of. It didn't look terrible, I guess, but it just didn't fit. I knew they were going to do some more CG in this movie as well, so I was hoping it wasn't going to go quite that route. I'm hoping it doesn't get quite to that video gamey look all the time, but from what I'm seeing right now, it seems to have a decent balance, and it's a ways away. They're going to tweak some shit, and I'm sure that they're going to take in a lot of what people are critiquing right now, like watching these videos, saying this kind of shit, all the messages they're going to get. So they'll tweak it. They'll make it look fine-tuned. And it didn't look bad. I gotta be real. There was more animation in it than I thought there was gonna be. If they seem to be culminating the CG style along with the art style, I like it. The pan scene looked really nice. I loved that animation. I thought that there was gonna be a lot more CG and Goku presence in the trailer, And, of course, obviously, let's get the elephant out of the room. Seeing Broly was probably the highlight of that whole trailer. It was just nice seeing him come back, because I feel like after that last movie, everybody was just sort of waiting. I haven't read too much of the manga that's came out lately. I've done a little research here and there, watched some clips on YouTube and whatnot that basically break down the last couple arcs that haven't been made into a cartoon yet since the Tournament of Power. It is nice to see they're going in a direction that isn't strictly just Goku, Vegeta focused. As much as I love those guys, ever since Goku turned into a Super Saiyan, it's really just kind of become the Super Saiyan show. Every arc just feels like, when is the next form of Super Saiyan going to come and save the day? And as much as I love Dragon Ball Z for it, it does suck for my boys who just kind of got left on the wayside. The fact that Piccolo kind of got more screen time than Goku did was nice. And just bear with me here, okay? Granted, yeah, we saw Broly. That's fucking dope. The fact that him and Goku are doing some kind of training together, yeah, all fucking day, full send, okay? Tien, Krillin, Yamcha, obviously, but even Piccolo, they just became bench warmers. Just doesn't feel right. For anybody growing up watching Dragon Ball, you got to see these side characters do some shit, and it was fun. And I loved watching everybody had a little piece of the puzzle. Granted, Goku just usually came in and saved the day, but everybody pulled some weight. There was a reason for everyone to be in the story. Right, you had to have a certain amount of people on the team for the Tournament of Power arc. Get that, for sure. But realistically, other than that, there wasn't really much need for the characters other than Goku and Vegeta. At the end there, just powering up all day. You got Goku getting his Ultra Instinct. Vegeta's got this fucking evolution blue Smurf power. I can't remember exactly what it was called. Gohan, Piccolo, and everybody was doing their shit, but it came down to Goku and Vegeta. And even in the Broly movie, it was all Goku and Vegeta. And Broly, and a lot of cool backstory on Bardock, which I fucking love. I love me some Bardock. But everybody else is just there. You had that moment where I guess Frieza came into town for a hot minute and everybody jumped in to help fight. There wasn't really much need for them. I mean, as soon as Goku and Vegeta got down there, everybody was like, all right, cool. Peace. You know, obviously, Whis rewound time, blah, 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 saving shit up. But still, there's really not been a need for the background characters, if that's what you want to call them, for a while now. And it sucks because there's so much room and potential for Piccolo, especially. Ugh, man. I feel like I could make a whole video just talking about all the bench warmers that need their due limelight right now. But we'll get into that stuff later. It looks like Pan is going to become some sort of superhero in some way. Really hope it doesn't go that Great Saiyaman route, because I'm over that. I'm not sure if Piccolo's going to train her. Obviously, this takes place sometime in the future, so for the love of fuck, let's hope that Goten and Trunks aged. I'm so tired of seeing these guys be like 7 years old. Let's grow up, okay? Time for some puberty, please. Other than seeing Pan aged, there's not a whole lot of other characters we see other than Goku, obviously, and Piccolo, which they don't really show much signs of age. So we're just gonna have to sit and wait and see until we get to kind of get a visualization on what these characters are looking like. And it looks like maybe, I don't know, 5-6 years after the last saga of Tournament of Power. I can't imagine she's much older than like 7 to 10. We'll maybe have Pan coming in to save the day against this Red Ribbon threat, just like Goku did when he was a child of her age. I could see it kind of going down that pathway just to bring things back a little bit, little homage to the old school. Because let's be real, Pan's not saving anybody from any intergalactic threats. But I'm okay with that. If they made a movie a little bit more of a back home, hey, this guy's looking for world domination, okay, cool. It's been a while since somebody's done the world domination shit. There's been a lot of planets getting destroyed, fucking galaxies, if not the universe. A little world domination? Yeah, could go for that. And then when you have a character like Pan, who isn't necessarily a front runner, but given the light of the situation, this is like her time to shine. Sure, fuck it, yeah, why not? And we got the introduction of this new character, obviously number 1 and number 2, which number 2 is kind of the only one who really got a little screen time. I don't really know what's going on. It could be androids, could just be some henchmen. And it is going to be interesting to see how they sort of carry this story on right now, considering we have, you know, the books that just came out with all these Moro, and I think right now we're in the Granola arc. So to just have them be in the future already, I'm kind of curious what the landscape's going to be, since they're kind of jumping ahead a little bit. And we'll see what happens with Goku, Broly, and maybe Vegeta. Seems like maybe they're doing some kind of training or something. Beerus planet, who knows? But just the fact that they're even bringing him up gets me frothing at the mouth. I'm willing to give it a shot. Anything Dragon Ball, I'll try. I'm just that fucking gullible. Can't wait to see how things go from here. And hopefully we get another little clue as to what's coming up. So stay tuned, nerds.